real good. After it was over, the person that they put him on blast on Facebook. Oh, he was in church playing with God, and God threw him off the bleacher while he called himself walking on the pew, and the pew twisted, and he bust his head open. He was bleeding, and got a big swollen knot on his head. Now tell me God was in there. They put him on blast on Facebook. They blasted him. He came, he called me, he said, Apostle, I'm so upset. They laughed at me, and they talk about me on Facebook, and at the time my book wasn't on Facebook, so I wasn't looking. I couldn't see it and didn't. And I said to him, I said, did God tell you to get up in that chair? No, I was just trying. I said, that's why. I said, you don't give the enemy the opportunity. If you needed, the church wasn't that packed. And even when I ministered in Georgia, South Carolina, everywhere I go, if I'm trying to get to somebody and it's a crowd, I mean, as hard as I can go, and I can't see my way to them, I'll tell everybody, move, let me get to this. Because I don't give occasion to the enemy to hurt me or to hurt them. And so it may have been, and I won't touch that, you know, because everybody ain't into entertainment. But most of the people that are into entertainment, that's what they do.
Yeah. This was just, I know this was I know God was moving in the spirit. I know his spirit was moving, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And there was no
no way to get to it.
There was no people weren't in awe, you know what I'm saying? They weren't like, oh, he's walking on it, you know what I'm saying? It was people
right.
were praying and people.
See,
you know,
that's the difference.
Okay.
That's the difference. Because most of what happens, and it just kind of watch, be kind of watchful. You'll see people just getting so, oh, look at him. You know, they start to magnify the person in the flesh as that person is moving, because it's an entertainment. Oh, y'all gotta come on and bless the Lord. Da, 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 da. No. You can tell the difference. You know when it's entertainment, and you know when it's not. And so we have to learn the real deal about how to get in and how to minister and not allow the spirit of retaliation to come to us. I said to the man of God that fell off that pew, I said, man of God, I said, don't do that no more. I said, God ain't pleased with that. And he said to me, he said, oh, Apostle, I do that everywhere I go. I said, okay, listen. I said, if you came to Tampa, Florida, and you stood up in my chair, the service would be over. I said, because I don't play that. God is a very wise God. Mm-hmm. He's intelligent. So I said, watch when you do that again. I said, if God be God, and you're in your flesh and you do it, I said, they're going to put you on blast again. He went down on that pew like this. And went like this. And they recorded it and put it on Facebook, and I got a chance to see it.
The second time or the first time?
The second time.
After you told
After I told him. He went to North Carolina and got on this man's benches, walking in the bench. And they said, the pastor told him, said, son, these ain't the sturdiest pews we got here. He went down, bam, on his manhood. Jesus. And then fell in the middle of the concrete floor. And the intercessors were praying for him. I said, I wouldn't have prayed. And I wouldn't have. Me being honest, I wouldn't have, because that's disobedience.
you already told us.
Yep. Did he stop after that?
No, he's still doing what he do, because he don't believe that people do this foolishness.
To be seen.
It's entertaining, and because you're not trained. I don't think I ever want to see one of the leaders from our church do that. I would have such a spaz out attack in my head. Because I think in the natural, as we do in the natural, we do in the spirit. How you gonna go to somebody's house and walk in their furniture? You know, if I came over to your house, you invited me to your house, and the next thing you know, I jump up in your chairs and I start walking from chair to chair.
It's now somewhere.
If you don't get your crazy self out of my chairs. Right. And so why is it acceptable in the house of God?
Because it's like in the church I was raised up in. Ladies used to, they get happy, as we call it, and they kept bouncing around, being set down in your lap and all that business. Hooping and hollering going on.
Yeah, because God, he's a sharpshooter.
He doing all that.
He don't miss. Wherever he shoot at, he hits. He's a sharpshooter. And then if you read it, you read about Jesus, most of those that he did, the one that he most went to, the one that couldn't walk, most of them came to him. Most of them came to Jesus. He didn't. They came to him.
Put the guy down in the roof.
Someone that couldn't walk, one that couldn't walk, that demon was in the tomb. Was in the tomb. What did he do?
He came to Jesus.
He came to Jesus. God's a sharpshooter. If a crowd of people say right now, all you got to do is speak that word and you go right through them people. If people say they're so anointed, what do you want to tell the people for?